All right, folks. So, wow. All right. That was an ordeal. So what I had to do, just to let you know how I fixed this situation, was I had to get every blend shape in exactly the same spot at 0 and scale it from there on the face mode. So I highlighted all of them. I went to component mode, made sure everything was selected like that. So all of my blend shapes, including my bridge, were selected. I moved the vertex down to the manipulator, down to the base of the feet and scaled it up, eyeballing it from a front view like that, right? I could not have my blend shapes up here. I had to have them all in the same spot at 0 so that my character, when the blend shape was applied, didn't shift right and left and things like that, right? So it was an ordeal, but as you can see, I have my blend shapes applied. My bridge is turned on, and the character has little to no shifting. It works. Just testing. I had to, I went back to a previous save, so I don't have all of my blend shapes created, including the look left and look right. But I'll create another. I want to get the controls for these done, and I wanted to. I'll make yet another video after I have created the look left and look right blend shapes. So not a problem. So what I'm going to do, as I did in the past, I'm going to create a NURBS circle. Put this up by the face. Rotate it 90. And we're going to do like we did for the squid. I'm going to create a NURBS square. This lined up. There we go. I'll be adjusting that as I add additional things anyway. But keep Y up to a -90 instead. Same here. All right, just make sure that lines up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and freeze transformations on these. And delete my history on these. And basically what I want is for this to go from here to here. And I'm going to do this. I didn't name my blend shapes. This is, you know, in all of the crazy, I just kind of lost track of everything. So I wonder if I can name it here. Yeah, so this is left brow down, This is left upper lid down. That's right upper lid down. That's right lower lid up. Right brow down. That's left lower lid up. Right brow up. And left brow up. And there's the bridge. This is my bridge. Yes, node. My emotions. Yes, node. All right. Good deal. All right, so now I have that all named. It's not renaming the geometry, but that's okay. That's fine. So what I want to do is I'm just going to do an example of the a brow up and down. Okay, so I'm going to center this on my slider, right? And I'll make this the default. So freeze transformations on this. This is going to be brow up down, TTRL, and this will be the brow up down box. And again, we need to do the select it, down arrow, shift select another one, parent minus R minus S. And do the same thing here, down arrow, shift select, up arrow, enter. Here, down arrow, shift select, up arrow, enter. And then we can unparent that, get rid of the excess. There we go. And we'll name this brow up down CTRL box or something like that, right? Now, I'm going to parent this to that so that this is there, you know, wherever this goes, that goes. All clean. Now, to do my left brow up, left brow down, I didn't specify left or right, so I'm going to do left brow up, down, and this will be left up, down. What I want to do is I'm going to do a I can't do connection editor because this only goes from 0 to 1, and this goes from 0 to, you know, more than 1 and less than 1. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that it, in order for that to go from 0 to 1 and to do the negative, you want to do a set driven key. Okay, so I'm going to go to my animation menu set, key, set driven key, set. And again, this is basically just setting your slider. Okay, so as we did before, this is going to be the driver, and the blend shape node, if I right click on it and select blend shape node, will be loaded into driven. This is my left brow up, which is down here, and left brow down, which is up here. Okay, so right now, both of these are set in their default of off, right? So I want translate Y in its current iteration to be keyed right here at 0. Okay, I'm going to key, and then I'm going to set this up to as high as I want it to go, in this case 1.23. My left brow up is going to be selected and turned on. That's down. I don't want down. I want left brow up, like that. That's in position. Both are selected. Key it. And if I set my negative 1.12, my translate Y for left brow down, be that. So now I have did I do the right one? Left brow up. I don't think I turned it on. Negative 1.12. Left brow down. Left brow down. Key it. Okay. There we go. So that's how you're going to do that. Now I have this set at this is actually moving farther than I want it to go, right? Okay, so I want to, and maybe I should do this beforehand, right? This was negative 1.12, right? So if I go to my transform node, go to my limit information for translate, this was negative 1.12. Set that to my minimum and activate translate Y. And my maximum was 1.33, I think. Maybe it was 1.6. Set that as my maximum, and now it can't go any farther than that. That's fine. If it's off slightly, it's, you know, it's fine. But that's my maximum. And then if I want, I can activate zeros on the rest, just like I did before. That way I can only go up and down, even if I grab it from the center. I'll be locking these down anyway, right? Okay, so that's how you do an up-down control for your blend shapes. I'm just gonna go ahead and do another one. I'll duplicate this. I'll move this one to the left because it's, well, position doesn't matter. I can always adjust it later. Freeze transformations. This will be my right brow up down. Bring back my blend shapes. And this is going to be my driver. Right brow up down is at 0. My right brow down and my right brow up are going to be translate Y. Key it. I'm going to go ahead and check my limit and make sure that that's still active. It is, because I duplicated it from that one. So when I move this all the way up, that's as far as it'll go. I'll go ahead and set my right brow up to on and key that. And I'll set my right brow down to on. Oh, that's the lid. Right, brought down. And key that. So now I have on and off. And when I zero it out, may as well keep it going. The only thing I'm not going to be able to do right now is the look left, look right. So I'll do the lids. Left upper lid down. Let me see the best way to do this. I had in my notes, but that was for the main eye. And I didn't really have any. I'm just saying, I had a specific type of controller previously. Yeah, that's not there. Let's see if it's back a page. I don't think it is, but. No. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to remember how I had this previously. I need just my lids at this point. So I'm trying to think about another way to do this. Yeah, I'm going to keep this simple. I was trying to think about one single control to, I figured this out a while back, but I don't have it in my notes. I was thinking about a single control to allow for full blink of both eyes and individual blink of individual eyes, as well as individual lid controls for upper and lower. It's not gonna happen. Not for now. Not today. I think I had figured it out previously, but I don't have it in my notes, and I don't want to sit here and try and figure it out. So I'm going to go simple on this. So I'm going to do individual controls and then a blink control. So right now I have upper lid, left upper lid down. I have basically the blink of these two. and the blink of the other two. So I want individual upper and lower control and a blink control for each one. So I'm going to set this here, and I'm going to freeze transformations here. And this is going to be this right lid. Right up, upper lid closed. And this is going to be a single on-off switch. So I'm going to move that down and freeze transformations on that. Good. And load driver. And my driven is already there, so this is going to be the right upper lid. Actually, you know, this should be, if I'm doing a lid down, it should be, I have that limiting information on. It should be, it should follow what that lid is doing. So for the upper lid close, it's going to be up for open, down for close, and I set my limit there. My minimum is there. So up for open, up for default, right? So upper lid, this is his right upper lid down. So right upper lid down with translate Y, key it, and then I'm going to go to the bottom here, set my limit. And turn on my right upper lid down and key it. So that makes sense, okay? The default is going to be up, right? Duplicate that. And I'm going to do left. Freeze transformations. It's not letting me freeze transformations. I have to turn off my limits. There we go. All right, turn those on. I'll just go ahead and do that. So Okay. So this is going to be the left. Upper lid closed. It is open by default. Left upper lid down. Left upper lid down. Key it. Take it down. Turn it on. Left upper lid down. Key it. Of course I didn't turn it on. Left upper lid down. Left upper lid down. Oh. I didn't reload that. So let me just make sure. Animation editors, my graph editor for this object. Left upper lid down. Okay. Just delete that keyframe. Okay. Left, 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 upper lid, closed. Load driver. Left upper lid down is off. Translate Y. Left upper lid down. Key it. Bring it down. Left upper lid down, turn it on. Key it. Now it works. And this one works. Okay. So these two, I'm going to duplicate those. I'm going to move these down here. I'm going to do the opposite direction for these, right? So these are going to be down here for off and up here for on. Okay, so this is going to be right lower lid closed. It's going to be left lower lid closed. It's going to be lower lid closed. Have to remove your ones when you duplicate. And left lower lid closed. I want to undo my limits. I can't freeze transformations, and this should be the default. And freeze transformations on those. And I will set my minimum. And my maximum. I don't think I can do this at the same time. No. Okay. So this is going to be right lower lid and left lower lid closed. Yep, got that right. Okay. Turn it off. Load driver. Go ahead and do them both at the same time. Load driver. Right lower lid closed. On right lower lid up. That's how I named it on the thing. Right lower lid up. That's that. Okay. So translate Y on that. Key it. put this on and turn it on. Right, lower lid up. Key it. Same thing here. Right, lower lid closed, off. Or sorry, left lower lid closed, off. Left lower lid up. Key. Bring that up. Left lower lid up. Turn it on. Key it. And now that works. I'm going to take these. Oh, that's fine. And I'm going to do a full blink. I'm just going to take this one over here. I'm going to unparent this temporarily. Okay. I'll deal with that later. I don't want to stretch it. I want to make it larger. Well, I'll just undo the limits because I'm going to have to do that anyway. I should make my interface first, but I wasn't that smart. So I'm going to unparent this now. Go up. Compass, be the same height. Why not? And this is going to be I could do both eyes blink, or I could do individual right eye and left eye blink. But I'm going to do both eyes blink, right? So, and this is just, I don't even know that this is a requirement. You know, I'm just kind of like on autopilot right now. So I'm going to do both eyes blink. Box. These transformations. Parent that to there. These transformations. And actually, I'm going to do this. Now I'm cutting into my hand, but I'll deal with that in a little bit. I'm going to do off and on for my blink. So freeze transformations there. This is going to be my low end limit. So and this is going to be my high end limit. So this is going to be off. So that's my controller, load driver. Again, translate Y. My driven is going to be both or all four blinking at the same time, right? So brow, there's my upper lid, lower lid, lower lid. Making sure I have everything. Okay. So that's going to be keyed off. And then I'm going to go up like that. and I'll key them all 4. Just like that. Now, this will not work with this. It will overdrive the blink. Right, so that's a problem. But for the sake of what we're doing, it's fine. Now, I was going to just create an overall interface here. Just duplicating this. I don't need that. Scale this out. Scale this up. And I'll go ahead and create a bridge off and on. So I'll duplicate this one. And clear out my limits. Unparent it so I can scale this out. This will be my bridge switch. Parent that back in. These transformations here. These transformations here. Set my limits. So this is going to be a translate X limit. Okay. So I'm just going to set my current, minimum, and maximum. Oops. So there's that. And this will be on my bridge. All right, so there's my BS node for that. I need to select lens shape node and load driven. And this is going to be my controller, load driver, translate X. BS node is currently on, so I need this to be off. Bridge BS geo, translate X, key, go to here, turn it on, key. So now when I set my activator, I can turn my bridge on and off. All right. Now you need to label these, right? I've made this control, this interface, way too large, and I didn't put any labels in there, right? You have to have labels. You have to understand what these controls do, right? But I didn't want to go through and do all that, you know, for the sake of time in the video. But I am going to finish this, take all of these control boxes, shift select my exterior box, and hit P to parent them under that. And this is way too large, so I'm going to scale it down and get it closer to the character. You know, and I'll go ahead and freeze transformations. Oh, can't do that. I have limits. So, like I said, I should have made my interface first. It's fine. It's fine. This can be whatever size the animator wants, right? Technically, this should be at a proper size, you know. I'll call this UI, and I'll call this facial controls. UI. Actually, you know what? I'm going to, so I don't have to deal with limits, I'm going to unparent these and freeze my transformations. And then take these and parent them. So now I didn't have to deal with that. So that's cool. And again, you know, this, I should create type just like we did with the squid. You know, label the box, label the individual sliders. Everything should make sense, and it should not be geometry, it should be curves. So go back to your notes from the squid, or the video from the squid, and yeah, some of these I didn't get the freeze transformation. I didn't realize it wasn't doing the thing. Actually, this is probably because I parented that. Yeah, it is. So I'd have to go in and undo my, you know, my limits and freeze transformations on those and stuff like that. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset up the look left, look right geometry, and that way I can create a look left, look right blend shape for the eyes. Okay, so it's going to be controlled by, technically it's going to be controlled by each individual as well as the overall, right? So it's going to take a little bit of math. It's going to take a little bit of scripting, but it's not hard. It's not going to take long. I just need to recreate those blend shapes in order for it to work. So this UI should follow the character, follow the head, right? Right now, if I rotate, tell me I lost my skinning and all of that. Oh, no, I don't think I did. Okay, all right. Let me just check this, because I know that somebody's going to have this same problem where all of a sudden, like, you know, all your blend shapes work, but your skinning isn't working, right? Okay, so what you want to do here, I'm not positive that this is going to fix it because of all the problems that I had. Hopefully it won't be an issue for you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on my skin geometry. I'm going to go to inputs, all inputs. What I believe is going on here is what's called the deformation order. Okay, when things deform, they deform in a certain order. Okay, in this case, the blend shapes are overriding the skinning. Okay, they're listed last. Okay, they're listed at the top. It's weird. The top is last, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to middle click my skin cluster. No, it's not going to let me drag it up. I'm going to middle click my blend shape. I'm going to drag it under the skin cluster. Okay, so what I should have is a skinned character that still has blend shapes. Okay, so that's what that was. Okay, when I rotate the character all the way back, right, my blend shapes should still work. Okay, so that's called deformation order. It defines the order in which things happen, right? If I created my blend shapes first and then skinned my character, it wouldn't have had that come up. Or I've actually had it to where it never had that happen. It's possible that I did something that caused it to happen that way with all of the junk that happened. Okay, so I'm going to save as version 43. And I want my interface to follow my character's face, right? So I'm going to take this and it's going to be parent constrained to the back of the head, right? Or the top of the head, doesn't matter which, right? So I'm going to have that selected, shift select my interface, constrain, parent, maintain offset, all axes, add, and I need it to be scale constrained to this. But this is a part of the control system, and I already have a scale controls group, right? So I'm going to take my facial controls and control click my scale controls group and hit P, or I can middle click and drag it. Either one will be fine. So when I scale this down, that happens. Move this out, that happens. I rotate that, and my face still works. Hey. All right. So after I finish, well, technically, this is going to be my blend shapes group. And this is going to go into my geo group. So I'll just go ahead and do that, because that was the last little bit of organization that I needed outside of making that last control for my blend shape. So that's fine. I just thought I'd go ahead and do that. All right, I'm going to get some lunch because it's 2:30 now. And I'm going to stop this video, and I'll see y'all in a bit.